I had to freaking watch the fights in the green room sporadically. I'd go in and out. I'd be able to see some, go back, UFC and Showtime. I was allowed to watch Showtime in the back. They had it on. So I saw the fight on and off. Like I'd see rounds 1, 2, 3, miss 4, 5, 6, 7, see 8, 9, miss 10, 11, 12. So I didn't see the ending until I got back. So I saw, that's how sporadically I saw it, right? And I knew the decision. And then when I went online and I saw just how much everyone was upset, stuff like that, I'm like, damn, Fury must have completely annihilated him. I was like, the stuff I saw, I thought it was pretty even. There was close rounds. Like, he must have really turned on when I was watching. Friends who I respect their opinions take me like, dude, this was a robbery. I'm like, shit, must have been bad. That's terrible. It's a terrible situation. So I get home yesterday after I put my son to sleep. I watched this fight 3 times. Once without volume, once with volume, once again without. Before I say any of this, I think a lot of people went into this fight as fans, as spectators, as analysts, whatever. All of us were rooting for Tyson Fury because of his story, where he came from 2 years ago. You're talking about a 400-pound man, mental health issues, everything. You cannot have a heart in your body and not root for Tyson Fury in this fight or moving forward. All of us were fans of Tyson Fury. Even if you're the biggest Deontay Wilder fan, Anthony Joshua fan, whatever you are, you still had a soft spot for Tyson Fury. Yep. He's my favorite heavyweight. That is on the record. We know this. I went in going, God, this is such a big fight for Tyson Fury. The caveat for all this was, is this too much too soon for Tyson Fury? Having all that time off, fighting basically 2 cans to get back in shape. He didn't look great. I told you guys when I went and saw him at his camp, he looked phenomenal. I was like, damn, this dude looks best I've ever seen him. But I still had my questions. That is ultimately why I ended up picking Deontay Wilder to win the fight late. I thought a late KO would get it done for Deontay Wilder. So back to the fight. So I think we all went into this fight being huge advocates and supporters of Tyson Fury. Not that we didn't like Deontay Wilder, but Tyson Fury, he came back from, a lot of people can relate to this. Everyone's been down before. This is a great Cinderella story. This is a great underdog story. Going into this fight, so everyone's pro Tyson Fury. Everybody, including myself. So when I watched the fight, knowing how upset the internet is, knowing the results, right? I watched the fight, pure dead silence, no commentary, nothing. Watch fight. Those first, I'd say 6 rounds, the first 6 rounds, especially the first 4, it took a while for those guys to figure each other out. Tyson, good footwork, landing jabs, a little more active. The CompuStrike numbers, or what do they call in boxing? The CompuStrike numbers, they don't always paint the picture, because if you look at those, you go, all right, Tyson Fury landed way more punches. Well, Deontay Wilder was the aggressive fighter here. Tyson Fury's the better counterpuncher, slicker fighter, so he's going to land more, so I'm not too worried about that in certain rounds. But as I scan through the fight, so there's 2 things we know for sure. There's really 2 things we know for sure. 9 and 12 are 10-8 rounds for Deontay Wilder. That's clear as day. Those are 10-8 rounds. So that's 4 for Wilder. So you have 4 rounds for Wilder, and that's no argument. You're telling me out of the other 8 rounds, Deontay Wilder didn't win 2 of those. You're telling me there's no argument in those first 4 rounds that Deontay Wilder might have won 2 of those? In the first 6, you're telling me, clear as day, that Tyson Fury won all of those hands down. You can't. You just can't. I've gone over it 3 times. You just can't. I don't see with a clear conscience how you can say Fury easily won every round except for the rounds of 9 and 12. Easily. You're full of shit. Your bias is blinding you from the current situation, what's going on here. The problem with this is Fury did phenomenal. Fury, and I said this going in the fight, is a winner no matter what happens in this fight. If he got starched in the first round, he's still a goddamn winner what he came back from. Now, for Fury to come back, fight Deontay Wilder in his prime, a Deontay Wilder who's active, a Deontay Wilder who's 40-0, 39 knockouts, and to control him for the entire fight, basically, the entire fight, I mean, it might be the greatest boxing story we've ever heard of. And then for him to get knocked down, not once, but twice. And that second time is the hardest I've ever seen anyone get hit and pop up like the motherfucking Undertaker. He just boom. I was like, oh shit, he's out. He is flatline. And then this Gypsy King pops up, Undertaker his ass up, and then does well.
I know.
And then I was like, what the fuck? So how can you not like Tyson Fury and all that? But as I go through the fight and I watch this, I found myself doing this. If it was a close round, I would give it to Fury. Because I care for him so much. I love the guy. I love Tyson Fury. A close round. But some of those rounds, you cannot sit here and tell me, the experts, everyone's all up in arms. You cannot tell me, you cannot give Deontay Wilder 2 rounds out of the 12 besides his knockdown rounds. I would love to hear it, how you think he just got completely outclassed. I didn't think Deontay Wilder fought his best fight by any means. I thought Tyson Fury fought brilliantly. I thought it was a case of Deontay Wilder just trying to land that one big shot. And when you get to a level of Tyson Fury, who is the tip of the spear when it comes to heavyweights, he's going to be hard to hit. And if he knows that right hand's coming, he's going to take that away from you. So Deontay Wilder, looking at this fight, goes, all right, I can't just rely on my right hand anymore. His left hand is more important in this fight than any other punch. His left hook, his jab, his combos were more important than anything. His first knockdown was right behind the ear. Is a weird kind of quirky knock where he hit him right behind the head. But the one in the 12th round where it was a straight right, and then as he's falling down, his left hook flush. I mean, that was insane. So I guess my overall point in this whole long rant about this fight, no one lost. Even going from the judge scorecards, no one lost. But I have a hard time I love both guys. I'm not a Showtime shill. Matter of fact, I thought the commentary is one of the reasons why the whole internet's up in arms. I thought they called this very biased. I love those guys, and I'm probably gonna get flack for this. But I watch it, and again, this is because we all naturally wanted Tyson Fury to do well. We all wanted to protect Tyson Fury. We know he's been through this great comeback story. But there was very little talk on what Deontay Wilder did well in that fight. All they kept talking about, lunge in with his punches. Man, if he's just looking for that big right hand, he needs to do this. Anytime Tyson Fury did anything, we were all praising him. There was very little positive commentary about Deontay Wilder. Now, a lot of rounds, there's a lot of talk about with Deontay Wilder. A lot of them weren't, but the Fury's footwork and his elusiveness and his jab, and he was active. I get that, but even when Deontay Wilder starched him in the 12th round, they go, well, Tyson Fury's been knocked down before. We've seen him get back up. Can we talk about the combo? What? How about that? Or how about in the 9th round when he knocked him down? It's again. I think this isn't them meaning to be biased or them meaning to ride Tyson Fury's nuts. I think I found myself going, "Come on, Tyson, come on, get up, dude, get up, dude." I know what we know the story. We know the mental health aspect. We know that he lost everything due to this. We know he fell off the wagon. He beat Klitschko and then he lost it all. We're all rooting for that underdog, and unfortunately, that has skewed everyone's view on what has really happened in this fight. It was a very, very close fight. You're batshit crazy if you think besides just the 9th and 12th round, you don't give Wilder any other rounds. If you think you just got outclassed. Some of those rounds he did. So like in the 7th round when Fury landed the 1-2, I mean, that was ridiculous. That was a huge round. That's probably Fury's best round as far as landing big shots, footwork. He completely took over in that round. It's not 10-8 round. It's 10-9 round. The 6th round was his. But that one, especially round 2, round 4, 3 was close. Those first 4, you're like, all right. Look at the CompuStrike numbers, bro. That doesn't mean the end all be all. I think we gotta take the filter off of Tyson Fury being this wonderful comeback story, and we're all rooting for him, including myself. So if the round was close, I'd go, that's Fury. Then I watch the second time, I'm like, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that, man? And I'd go, God, Deontay was the aggressor there. He landed bigger power punches, controlled the ring, the pressure there. Yeah, Fury made a miss. It's close. It's close. Two contradicting styles, man. So based off your judging, based off your experience, based off what you prefer, your scorecards are going to be different. But at the end of the day, this is not about a comeback story in Tyson Fury with one of the greatest comeback, if not the greatest comeback of all time. It's not that Deontay Wilder's 4-0, 39 knockouts. Take out all that. Take away, he's a good guy, he's a great guy, he's a family man, he's the Gypsy King, he's the bronze block. Take out all that. Take out straight boxing when you don't know anyone's stories. And this is a draw. I have it a draw. Now, gun to the head, if you went, dude, overall, who won that fight? If you had to, as far as who won more rounds, Tyson Fury did. But the 10-8 rounds of Wilder is why this is a draw. I think there should be more draws than there is. When I went to draw, after I saw it, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with that. Someone won the battle, the other one won the war. You know, Deontay Wilder definitely had the biggest round in the fight, by not even close. Those are 10-8 rounds. That's 4 rounds. The rest of the 8, you're fucking out your mind if you can say it with a clear conscience. Go, he wasn't even close winning in those rounds. Maybe they were close, but we can't just chalk it up to Tyson Fury. You can, and again, if you go, dude, though they were close, but I give Tyson Fury, that's fine, man. I don't have an argument with it. I thought it was a very, very close fight. All the uproar online and everything like that, and even Steve Farhood, who's a boxing extraordinaire, historian, knows everything about any boxer of all time. Shout out to Steve. He's the best. But when they put his prediction underneath and goes, this isn't even a close fight, Fury needs a knockout, I thought, what the fuck are they talking about?
Fury needs a knockout?
I'm sorry, Wilder. Yeah. I thought, what are they talking about? When he scored the rounds, he goes, this is an easy one. And Paulie Malignaggi's upset. Maybe I'm batshit crazy. I mean, Paulie Malignaggi and Steve Farhood have way more experience, but not even close. We're not on the same planet. From my angle, from what I saw, I think they painted the narrative of why everyone's so upset. Of course, UK fans are going to be upset. I'm with you, man. I get that. I don't have a problem with the decision. I had a decision myself. The English judge had a decision. So if you want to go, Piers Morgan, who I love, Piers Morgan, shout out to Piers Morgan, met his kids, everyone's great. There's no beef there. But when he goes, there's so much crooked boxing in America. No. That's the sports problem. That's not an American problem. There's shitty judging where you're at. There's shitty judging in Africa. There's shitty judging in Russia, in the States. It's not a country problem. It's a global boxing problem. Matter of fact, the English judge had it a draw. The one judge that had it significantly higher for Wilder, I mean, come on, bro. Be a little bit less biased.
That's part of the currency.
Be a little bit, do better if you're going to be crooked. Like, do a little better if you're going to be crooked. But, with judges scoring, and we've seen some horrible decisions before, that skews this too, because everyone just chalks up and goes, oh, crooked boxing. And even if you read online, I'm just like, God, Fury got fucked. But I watch them like, it's not really a case of crooked boxing there. This one, they're actually way more closer on this one than they were Canelo, Triple G, 1 and 2, especially 1. And the second one, all you guys wanted to cry because Canelo was winning rounds, but then Triple G turned it on and landed the bigger shots and had the bigger rounds. Everyone goes, Triple G won this. Whoa, well, what is it? Was it Canelo winning the rounds using footwork and boxing and the CompuStrike numbers, or is it Triple G landing the bigger rounds, landing the bigger shots? You gotta stay consistent. Which one is it? But no, again, no one got robbed here. No one got robbed. A rematch is going to be great. Both guys made a ton of money. It was a phenomenal fight, packed. Can't wait for the pay-per-view numbers. Showtime killed it. The weigh-ins were great. The undercard was great. Freaking Ortiz won. Hurd won. Hurd Charlo was it was a little weird with Charlo brother in there. And then them talking shit and Swift going, you'll get it when I call. It's like, oh, God, just fight each other. Please don't. Charles need to get that signature fight. That would be it. That'd be great. But yeah, man, so end of the day, I didn't have a problem with the decision. I know that's not a popular opinion. I know you guys are going to freak out, but that's how I saw it. I'd love to hear the argument on how you think Fury just absolutely annihilated, just took over those other 8 rounds. How you cannot give Wilder at 1 or 2 of those rounds is crazy. It's too close to call. Too close to call. Didn't have a problem with this. Excited for the rematch. And I mean, what a freaking job by Tyson Fury, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to go in there and outclass him like he did that night. I thought Wilder had an off night, but I also thought it was a big case of Fury put on the performance of a lifetime. His style, everything just was tough for Deontay Wilder to figure out. Very tough to figure out. There's a lot of fighting going on. Friday night, you had the tough finale